What's going on, YouTube? I'm back, and today I'm bringing you guys the next installment of my new coaching series. And my friend here is playing Soldier 76 on Gibraltar, and he is at the gold ELO. And this is one of Soldier 76's best maps in my opinion, and it might be my most favorite map in Overwatch to play Soldier 76 on. For a number of reasons, because his mobility here is so useful when taking high ground and flanking around on the high ground, and it's a big open map, right? So this is what makes Soldier 76 so good: his self-sustainability and his ability to control high ground and abuse the high ground, because he can just put down his biotic field and just peek out and move around, and if things get too heated, he can just run away. So let's get into it. So my friend here is starting off right away, pretty basic offense, I would say. Boom, right here. First thing I would do if I was in your situation, I would obviously try and zone the Pharah, try and zone these people, do some damage, you know. Get them weak, heal up. See, boom, 200 HP. What I would do is I would beeline it to your left. I would go left here and go up the stairs and immediately start contesting for high ground. Your Roadhog is going to push up this staircase right here, and then you're going to be over here, and then the enemy team is immediately going to have to fall back. So usually I would say 8 out of 10 times when I play on this map with Soldier, first thing I do is I go up that staircase on the left side there. I don't even think about it. It's just second nature to me now. So this is good. I mean, you took a little bit of damage, so you have to slow down a bit, and your Pharah got picked, unfortunately, which is annoying. See right here, you're being tentative and you're hesitating for some reason. Like I said, this staircase is your bread and butter, my man. Use those legs and sprint up there and put down your biotic field and start zoning them and create some room for your Roadhog to go up there, and then you guys will take the high ground. See, if you don't put pressure from over up here on the left, your Roadhog is going to have a really tough time pushing up that staircase. But if you guys both go up on the high ground from those two different angles at the same time, it's going to be hard for the enemy team to contain.
Kill the Pharah first. You can kill her.
No, honestly, that's a bad call. I would say, I always say this to people when you play Soldier 76, you can't just run around focusing the Pharah. You have to do everything else. And then obviously you want to prioritize the Pharah, but no, don't just chase around the Pharah. Don't just key on the Pharah. Unless the Pharah is destroying you. Remember, like, the Pharah needs to earn your focus. You're not just gonna focus her for no reason. Like, she has to earn it. You should have been up here like a minute ago. You should have been up here since the very start. But it's good now that you're up here, and I personally don't like how you have a Hanzo, but that doesn't matter. So this is good. You took damage. You notice how it didn't work? Two of your teammates died. That's not going to happen every single time, so don't stop trying. Once again, once you heal up, your Roadhog's here still, your Mercy's with you. Push up that staircase and kill them. You don't even have to kill them necessarily. You just need to get them off of the high ground. You see how much pressure your Pharah is putting right here? Yes, I would say to my team right now, focus Ryan, focus Ryan. Boom, Ryan's dead. Now what do you do? Immediately book it for the high ground. All right. Okay, it looks like you're doing the complete opposite of what I would like to see you do. Yeah, my man, you definitely should have been on high ground there. Oh, you got a res right here. If I was you, I would run back to server room and then pop my ultimate.
Dude,
that's what I would do personally.
And I was like, shit.
Yeah, you don't really want to stand on the payload with Soldier 76. That's what your tanks are for. That's not your job. Your job is to contest and control the high ground. Now, obviously, it worked out for your team, but that doesn't mean you did it right. Like I said before on the last episode, we are process oriented and not outcome oriented. So we're all about the process. You see right here, you're playing a little tentative, which I don't like personally. This is good. The Mercy died. You should go boom straight up the staircase right here. You should just go, don't even think about it. You see the Mercy's already dead and their team's already regrouping. Just go boom right up the staircase there. That's what you should be doing. But you turn around for some reason. I think that and this is kind of the same story as the last episode that I did. You're playing a little tentative, to be honest. You need to play more assertively, I think. You're pretty worried about the payload, which as Soldier 76, dude, that is not your job. Just get high ground. That's your only job. Right here, 3 of your teammates just died, and now you're on high ground. You're a bit late to the party. So I would run to the left this way, and then run out over there, and then survive. It looks like you've chosen to use your ult here. I don't know about that. It might work, I don't know, but I don't recommend this. Whoops. I think that you should definitely should have not used your ult here, and you definitely should have been on high ground once again. You notice how you dropped right there to kill the Pharah? I mean, that's fine. You see right here, there's a Reinhardt, right? And there's an Ana up here. Right here, you could run to the left, use the stairs, and get a good angle and get on top of the ship, and then just be super annoying. Like I said, okay, so you see the downtime when your team is grouping up. You're not using it to do anything. You're just waiting for your team to group up. Obviously, that's the right play. You want to wait for your team to group up. However, you should be getting on top of high ground while they're grouping up. So I would probably go up the staircase and try and get on top of that airship up there. And then your team will group up, and then you'll already be up there, and then you'll already be one step ahead of your team. You'll be one step ahead of the enemy team. You'll have high ground position, and it should be pretty easy if you're in the right position. Okay, this is starting to frustrate me a lot now. You just dropped down from the high ground again for absolutely no reason at all. It's fine.
Fair,
Whoops.
fair.
I mean, it's fine. I wouldn't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. Obviously, you don't want to get hooked there, so this is fine. You're waiting for your team. You don't need to hold your team's hand and babysit them as they move to the payload. Just do your own thing, man. Get the high ground, and your team will follow. They'll put enough pressure. You don't need to hold their hand like that and just escort them to the payload. They'll make it there, my man. As long as you're on high ground, everything will be okay. I see it time and time again with you right here. Right now, your 2 tanks are on the payload. You don't need to be on the payload here. You need to be on the high ground. You should have been taking the stairs once again. So one tip I would give you, my friend, is get up the stairs, use the staircase, and you will be a much better player. I mean, you're not even harnessing the half of Soldier 76's power right now. Like, seriously, like, none of it. I also noticed right here that you're burst firing that Ana. That doesn't matter at all. At this distance, just hold it down. You see you're bursting? Just hold that shit down, my dude. At that distance, does not matter. This is fine. You don't need to get the high ground here. It's not really that important at this part.
So you shoot.
One thing I noticed is there as well is you're not shooting enough with Soldier. You should be shooting way more. Like right here, you should have started shooting anything, something, the shield, the Roadhog, anything. You see, you're not shooting, not shooting, not shooting, not shooting. Now you're shooting. Constantly shoot, my man. Just constantly, just unload again and again and again. That's how you put out those disgusting Soldier stats. This is a good ultimate here. I like this. All right, so that was good. You did a good job there. So here's what I do right here. I run up these stairs and get on this high ground right here. That's the first thing I do. And if I'm lucky and the other team doesn't have time to regroup, I will even go and get on the other bridge that's up above, up in that archway, you know? You're spending a lot of time in between the team fights doing
Yeah,
nothing. This is perfect. See, this is what I've been talking about. This is what you should be doing all game long with Soldier 76 right here.
Wait, what? Victory? I don't remember this part of the game.
Shit. Okay, there's nothing you can do there. But you always need to know where the Roadhog is. It's super important. Just because he can one-shot you so easily. You always need to know where he is. Use your headset. Turn the volume up so you can hear his footsteps. Right here, I would have ran for the high ground, but it doesn't matter because your team is on the payload, so... you want to kill the people on the payload as fast as possible, but see, there you go. That right there is why you don't want to be on the low ground, because you can just get killed by that. There's nothing you can do about that. But if you're on the high ground, there's nothing that Reinhardt can do to touch you. Nothing at all. You're spending way too much on the payload, I noticed. So I would say ignore the payload, not completely, but definitely it's like you're prioritizing the payload for some reason, which makes no sense because you're a DPS and you're not a tank. Leave sitting on the payload to your tanks.
Baxter doesn't trust me with the hit
So this is a good start. You're on the high ground once again.
Precisely.
I like this. You can poke out here, get a helix rocket. You could shoot the helix rocket in there or down there and get immediate ultimate charge, which is good. But if they have a Widowmaker, you want to run away. Looks like they have a Widowmaker. This is good. This is good. You hit her with the helix. Now run out here and stay on the high ground, my man. There's no reason for you to drop down. I'm getting triggered. You're triggering me, dude. You got to stay on the high grounds. You right there. You just got off the high ground for no reason. Once again, you're...
On the yellow side, just healing passive.
Stay on the high ground, my man. Please. You are not using Soldier 76 at all to the best of his ability, and you are going to improve so much once you do. Like I said, you need to be on the high ground. This is fine. You're not in a bad position here. This is still a great position, but it's just not the optimal position, you know? See right here, I would probably rotate already and then get up top here. See, if you were up top on the high ground, up on this bridge still, you could have accomplished what you just accomplished there. And then when the team fight transitions to the next zone, you already would have been in position. See, this is good. But just think about it. If you were already on the high ground and you never left like you did when you dropped down for no reason, you already would have been able to get up here. I know that's a little nitpicky, but still, just goes to show you. When you have the high ground in FPS games, everything gets easier. Literally everything. Right here, this is scary. That Roadhog is going to heal up here. He's going to jump up here and try to hook you. So I would jump over here to the right, you know? You know how you can jump from this platform right here, jump across that gap, then get on the high ground over there? That's where I would go right now. But this is a tough spot. So honestly, it's not a tough spot actually, because there's only one play here. You just jump over here to the high ground. You see you're already a person down, so just jump over there and stay on the high ground, and tell your team to take some time to group up, because it looks like your team is 2 down at the moment. So just say to your comms, let's group up, and you just stay on the high ground. Holy... That was literally like the worst play you could have done there. Honestly, you just jumped into a Roadhog. Like, you just jumped right into him. Like, that was seriously the last thing that you should have done there. Like, the bottom of the list. Maybe killing yourself with your own helix and just going AFK are the only things that you could have done worse there, honestly. Not to be a dick, but that was seriously insane. This is crazy.
Bastion is a good one.
Okay, right here, you see how your Reinhardt said, you see how your team's regrouping? So here's where you have a choice. You could flank around on the high ground, try and land a nice helix, get your ult, pop your ultimate from the high ground, and try to go clutch and get a team wipe. Your teammates push through these doors, you kill 2 or 3 of them, your teammates use their ultimates, you guys hold the point. That's if you're feeling like a hero. You don't always have to be a hero. You can just run back here and get the high ground and just set up for a good defense. Yeah, definitely looks like setting up is the better option here. There's too much shit going on. There's not much you can do there when your teammates get picked and you have to just forfeit the team fight. But this is good. You're on high ground again. Okay, you see how they're 2 down right here? I would run around here, get on this high ground, and then when they push the payload through here, you're already going to be able to be back here, and then you can get on top of the airship over there. See, right here, I would tell my team, right now, I would say in my comms, since we just lost 2 of our teammates right here, you can see their X's. Say to your team, stay alive, group up, stay alive, fall back, and then you run up top and you get the high ground and your team falls back. Your team regroups, and then you have high ground control, and your team is grouped up, and then you can just get the easy team wipe. This is really scary. This is a scary position to hold. Because if your team dies here, you're not only giving up the payload. So if your team wipes here, you're giving up the payload. And if you're playing against me and I'm on the other team, as soon as I kill you, I'm running straight and I'm getting on top of this rocket ship right here. And then when you respawn, you're going to have to fight me and I'm going to be all the way up there on the rocket ship, and you're going to be all the way down here, and I'm going to have high ground advantage, and I'm going to be really freaking annoying. So you should have already been on top of the airship, and you should have said to your team, group up, guys, nobody die.
Lol.
There's no reason for you to fight on the payload. So two things I noticed with you as a player. You don't grab the high ground ever. Like, you don't grab the high ground nearly enough, not even close. And for some reason, you have a tendency to fight right on top of the payload. Leave that to your tanks. If your tanks aren't doing that, then honestly just BM them. Tell them to stop being idiots. That's their job. They should be on the payload. That's not your job. This is good. See right here? This is a perfect opportunity to get on top of the airship. See? This is good. See, you want to always fight and contest the McCree to stop him from getting up here. See right here? You see how they're getting all grouped up right there as a big ball, and your teammates are nowhere? Use this opportunity, run through the ship, and get on top of the airship right now. That's what I would like to see you do. This is fine. It's fine. Like I said, it's not optimal, but it's okay.
Now those hit mark noises.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my god, that is so risky. It's working though. It's working.
Extra Salamanca.
Right here though, once again you're just giving up the high ground for free. You should go up that staircase right here, pop out at this doorway, jump up on those blue boxes, and get on top of the airship. Because right now you're just giving it to them for free. You see, their Lucio was just running around up there for free. You've turned it into a playground for him. He's just having a great time up there. You know, he's just for free, huh? Like, you're just gonna give it to him for free. You're still just sitting here on the low grounds, and it makes no sense to me why you're doing this.
Do you have a head when you're
but it's fine. It's not a big deal. But I personally would like to see you get on the high grounds much more than you are. You don't need to be here as a like, your bastion's already here. If you go on top of the airship, it's going to give your team 2 angles of attack. This bastion is going to zone them, you're going to zone them, and then your Roadhog and your Reinhardt are going to be able to do a lot of damage on the front line, because you and the bastion are going to be putting so much pressure on them that your front line is just going to be able to just hold forward and just walk into them. It's kind of like the law of diminishing returns. You don't want to stand next to your bastion just because it's like you already have all of that poke damage coming from this zone. You want to have a 2-pronged attack, if that makes sense. Yeah, you're gonna do a ridiculous amount of poke damage.
Can you take out that fucking soldier, man?
But you see, if I was playing against you right now, I would destroy you. I would just get on top of this airship. I would tell my Mercy to be with me up here, and she would just pocket damage boost me, heal me. I'd put down my biotic field. I would get unlimited healing right here, and just helix you and kill you easy. Right here, you see, you're playing so timidly. You see, your teammate has just killed 2 of them, and you're still cowering in a corner. I want to see you man up a bit, my man. I want to see you play more aggressive, be more assertive, and be more dominant. That's your airship. You own this shit. That's your high ground. Tell the teammate to come take that shit. That's yours. Right now, you're just giving it to them for free for some reason.
It's fine.
This is hilarious.
Notice how you're like looking around, like waiting to react, right? You're like waiting to react. You see, you're like looking around, like you're kind of scared. Like, are they coming from there? Are they up there? Where are they? Fuck that shit, my dude. They should be thinking about that. They should be asking themselves, where are you? You know, they should be asking, where is the enemy soldier? You never play from that position, man. You always want to play, never play from a position of fear. Don't worry about failing. Don't worry about dying. It's just a video game. Just take risks and have fun. Right now, it seems like you're afraid to die. It seems like you're afraid to make a mistake. But right now, you should be on top of the airship. Like I said before, if I played against you, I would still be on the airship, because you don't have anything that can kill me. You wouldn't be able to kill me if I was on that airship. You should be on that airship right now.
Are they not even trying? Like, where the fuck are they?
I think they're waiting until I'm dead.
See, if you were on top of that airship right now, that Lucio and that soldier couldn't hide from you. Like, you would just shoot them from up top, and there's nothing they could hide behind, and then your teammates would push up and just kill them easily. That's the value of high ground. It takes away all those little angles that they can use against you, and it turns all of the angles into your favor. Think about it. You're on the high ground right now. That Roadhog, you're just critting him in the head from up top, just from up top. That's where you want to be, my man. Not that this is wrong. This is still a good play you're making, but it's just not optimal. This is a good flank right here. I like this. This is something that I would do. See, all this valuable time that they're giving you to get on the high grounds, and you're not taking advantage of it at all. See, you just went right back to where you were. This is frustrating to watch as a Soldier 76 main myself. I need to see you on this airship right here. Listen, guys, if you guys ever play Soldier 76 on this map, that airship is yours. Make the other team switch to a Diva, switch to a Bastion, switch to a Widowmaker to get you off. Make them make you get off. And if they don't make you get off, you stay up there literally the whole match. And you will most likely win the game. Trust me. If you guys aren't getting the high ground like this player isn't doing, you aren't harnessing half of Soldier 76's power. Not even half of it. See, think, if you were on top of the airship right now, you could just be shooting them from up top and you'd be completely safe. This is good, this is good. Please don't drop. Please don't drop. Okay, you didn't drop, that's good.
Don't boost me if you can boost Soldier right now.
Why is that?
Okay. You definitely should have killed that Lucio there. You should do something with your sensitivity, but you know, this is fine, honestly. Nice. What even killed you here? I didn't even see.
Don't boost me if you can boost Soldier right now.
Did you notice earlier how you were burst firing that Ana, but then you didn't burst fire this Lucio? You definitely should have burst, like, do something to kill this Lucio. I think you got hit by a Roadhog right click and a Pharah and an Ana all at the same time, and you died instantly.
What?
If you were on top of the ship, though, imagine. That wouldn't have happened. And you could have accomplished the same thing. You see, you could have stood right here and just do. As long as you don't get hooked, you're going to be fine, or slept. But it looks like your team is, honestly, your team should be on the high ground as well. Honestly, you don't even have to be good at the CLO. You just need to get the high ground and you'll win. Trust me. You have so much untapped potential, just in terms of your positioning, that you'll gain at least 200, 300 SR just off getting high ground alone.
Fucking Hanzo.
Yeah, it honestly seems like your sensitivity is a little too low.
Nice.
Yeah, so my man, I want to see you get the high ground much more than you've displayed here. I want to see you not be on the payload as much. Just leave that to your tanks, and if your tanks aren't on the payload, just tell them, hey man, get on the payload, like push the cart, push the cart, push the cart. Just say things like that, and then while your tanks are on the payload pushing it, you're in the constant battle trying to get the high ground. And if you're playing against good players like me or any other players, you're gonna have to kill me for the high ground. But once you do kill me for the high ground, that shit is yours, and then I need to kill you for the high ground, and then whichever Soldier 76 or DPS, McCree, Pharah wins that high ground battle, their team's probably gonna win the game. So if you can just do that more effectively and more consistently, because you didn't do it here at all and you still won. Imagine if you did, this game would have just been a complete stomp, and honestly it kind of was. But you know, I think that you're a diamond player, and I think that if you just start focusing the high ground as much as you can, listen, get on the high ground, don't ever leave the high ground unless they force you to. I want this to really sink in. Don't fucking leave the high ground unless the other team forces you to get off of it, okay? There is not one reason in the whole world for you to leave the high ground unless the other team forces you to. Unless you need to contest the payload in overtime and you're the last one left. Don't leave the high ground ever. I want to make that abundantly clear. Do not, I repeat, do not leave the high ground ever. Ever. Unless they're diving you and you have to. Or there's a Widowmaker or something. Never leave the high ground at your own will. Ever. That being said, thank you so much for watching this episode, and I hope it can help you guys improve. I think that you're a good player. I think that you have so much untapped potential in terms of your positioning that you're going to gain 203 SR just off high ground alone. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoy, and stay tuned for more episodes in the future.